But I
Yeah.
will say this, though. But I will say this, and I've watched a million MVP debates from this podcast, that podcast, this Sports Center, and this everybody's talking about it, obviously. Why is no like like some people, but Barkley should be
Thank
way more
you.
credited here.
Thank you.
He's literally
All right, you know what? Let's get into this right. We'll get into it right now.
He's changed the identity of a team from
Thank
a
you.
pass first to a run first, and he's carrying that team when he needs to.
On his, he's
Hasn't
literally
played
carrying it
great.
on his back.
He has literally changed the dynamic of a team that was already dominant. So
Right.
why is nobody putting more stock into his MVP run?
Right. And by the way, he's sitting out this week, so he's not going to break the record. But
Yeah,
he hit 2,000. How many times in your life can you say that a running back's hit 2,000 yards in a season?
The problem is like people said,
Once.
it's went from the MVP, the most valuable player, to the most valuable quarterback.
Exactly.
That's what the
MVQ.
fucking award is. It's what it is.
Right.
Because I mean, if you think about the effectiveness and the value of a player, is Lamar valuable? Yes. Is Allen valuable? Yes. But Barkley has literally been a centerpiece to a team that was already dominant and changed everything.
Right. And he's carrying that offense. Because Jalen Hurts,
Jalen not talked about more.
Right. Jalen Hurts he's not I wouldn't call him an elite quarterback. I'd say he's probably the next tier down, but he's very lucky to have Saquon Barkley on that team. The Eagles made I think they probably won the offseason by getting him and keeping him from a division foe too. That's crazy. No one ever thought that he would land in Philadelphia. That'd be the last place. But
I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, as much as I like Lamar as the MVP or whatever else, I just feel like Barkley should be getting way more stock than he is. I know people are talking about it, but he's not going to get the votes. It's going to be a quarterback. But
it's going to be a quarterback.
I should have. If I were to get, I would give it to Barkley.
Yeah, I'm the same way. My vote was going to be Saquon Barkley. As much as it pains me as a Cowboys fan, Saquon Barkley deserves it way more than Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I agree with that. The only reason why I'm thinking that Lamar will take it is just because NFL media loves to focus on quarterbacks. Because the quarterbacks, they're the ones that snap the ball. They're the ones that start the play. And really,
they're the leaders on the field.
They're the leaders on the field. You have to take into consideration the people that are actually doing the work on the field, getting you those rushing yards, getting you those receiving yards, making those catches, making those big plays with your feet. I feel like that we should see quarterbacks have a completely separate award and taken out of the MVP conversation for a couple of years.
Yeah, because
as crazy as it is, because it's literally just a QB award.
Right. The last time,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it literally should be the most valuable quarterback because that's all they care about with this award.
Because the last time there was not a quarterback was AP back in 2012. So it's been 14 years since we've seen a non-quarterback get the MVP title.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's more to football than the quarterback. As much as the quarterback is very important, obviously, like Ben said, they get the snap. They're in control of the ball. It touches their hand except for trick plays every single play.
Right.
So, yes, a lot of times they're going to be your most valuable player. So, yes, they probably should win 90% of the time. But there's going to be times where people are playing are more valuable than the quarterback. And that's what I'm saying. Barkley's that guy this year.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts really has been in the background, just being a field general. And I think in order to get the Eagles into a good footing to where they could probably compete for a Super Bowl is they have to not rely on the tush push. They had to change the identity of their offense, to where they just had to struggle to get over the line. So when they got the opportunity to go get Saquon, they were just like, okay, let's just make sure our O-line is still powerful and still good.
Especially with losing Kelsey.
Look at the results that Saquon has. He has literally 100. He's missing the record by 100 yards. It's absolutely insane.
Yep.
The
I
fact
did
that
watch.
Sirianni-
Go ahead. Finish.
The fact that Sirianni's not going to start him, by the way, is a disgrace. He needs that record.
I
Because
literally,
Eric
I was about to
Dickerson,
say
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah. So let's talk about
I watched the whole thing about people talking about that today. This is before the announcement came out that he definitely wasn't playing. This is from yesterday. Like people, like different. I watched multiple different shows just to hear people talk about it. He probably only needs to play a half.
Yeah, not even.
At most.
And they're playing against a Giants team.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
nobody.
saying. Like they probably play a half, and he could break the record and then send him down. Just give him that shot. And like I said, I saw Dickerson talking about, well, it's because he had 17 games. But at the end of the day, he has less attempts than you, dog. Regardless of the games at all, he would. Yeah. I guarantee he gets that record in less attempts. So what's that supposed to mean? He didn't have to run the ball as much as you. He might have had an extra game, but he ran the ball less in those games. Yeah. They should let that man go for that that record. I would. If I was a coach, fuck that. You're playing until you get it. If you don't get it by the end of the game, you're playing the whole game.
Yep.
Crazy.
I mean,
what we were talking about earlier about Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
They had 195 passing yards with their backup quarterbacks. Saquon had 167 yards rushing. The man is literally the fucking ridiculous offense, bro.
He is the offense.
How is he not MVP? Like, I'm just. This game is a perfect example. They beat you all. I'm sorry, they beat you all.
No, I've accepted. They beat the shit out of us.
He didn't even get a touchdown.
Watch the whole game.
He didn't even get a touchdown. He just kept putting them in positions to score.
Right.
He had 167 yards. He almost had
it made it look easy. And made it look easy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. It's just to say he's not in that front running is crazy to me, man. I don't know. It just baffles me.
Lose the Bears.
Speaking of Jake, since you are an Eagles fan, do you or do you not agree that Barkley should be talked about in this MVP race more than he is? We talked about it. I had my whole. You'll see the clips posted. He's literally changed y'all's team this year, and even when y'all didn't really need to change, he still did it from his play. I just want to hear your thoughts in the comments while we move on to this clip and to the rest of the show. But just curious to see it from an Eagles perspective.
I don't know. I would say he's in the top 4 in the MVP conversation, but it's such a QB-driven award, and they wouldn't. You see, there you go.
That was exactly what I said earlier. I said it's the most valuable quarterback anymore. It's not.
So if it wasn't rigged as for a quarterback, even if he broke the rushing record, they would still. No, I think you know what? I think I disagree with that. I think if he broke the record, I think that they would have given him the award.
Yeah, Sirianni needs to change his mind and start.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I gotta say, even if he all he needs is a half.
Give him
all
a
he
chance.
needs is a half.
I'm sure all those Philly fans are gonna burn down. They're gonna burn down.
I mean, if he comes up short like AP did back in 2012, I think Saquon would still.
And it's crazy. The Eagles are playing at home. The Eagles are playing at home this weekend. So why not do it in front of your home fans?
Yeah,
that'd be crazy, man.
I expect Sirianni to get booed big time when he comes out that time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.